kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Eluding the pressure right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Throwing on third down, Watson. He finds an opening, and the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Tucker with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Watch the edge. Check the backer, check the backer.
From the gun, here's Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and
on 2nd and 9. Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Middle. Don't let him breathe, defense. 29.
From the gun, Jackson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Pittsburgh. Out of the gun, Watson. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
31's the mile.
Throwing again is Watson. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
What is that? 15! You got nothing with that. You got nothing. Check, go!
Watson on 3rd down. He may try to run for this. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. On 4th down, Watson buying time to his left. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Makes the score Ravens 28, Steelers 7. Chris Boswell to kick
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Intended for J.K.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They go play action now. Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. There he goes left side. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
And it's up and good.
Score, Ravens 28, Steelers 14. Chris Boswell to kick
So
off.
here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Under 10, 10. Report.
Now Dobbins. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
For a Baltimore Raven.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven 1st.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down right
No
now.
gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson. That's out to his running back, Fournette. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for Devin Duvernay. Incomplete. Sets up fourth down.
So on fourth down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports.
Let's go, boys. Bring it
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd and a yard, Watson. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Check 13. Check 13.
Operating from the gun, Watson. Incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Get that ball. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Patsy. Check. Lucky. Hey, pick it up.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson forced out to his left. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
29 is the Mike 29. Let's pick it up.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this This is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Watson now to throw on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down it. Inside the 15-yard line.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Mike 29. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming. You. 29.
From the gun, Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
His kick.
And his kick is good.
Makes the score Ravens 45, Steelers 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Here's Jordan Berry now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play that time for the Ravens. 52 yards, staying on his feet, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Cameron Hayward never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. Play action, now Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Ravens add on. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Ravens 52, Steelers 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
33-yard line.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in a mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
The Steeler first down.
He's going to let this one go deep. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
42-yard line.
A throw over the middle, taken in, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Watch the run.
Dobbins running out of the gun. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Steelers' 16-yard line.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 16, Jackson looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, and it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
On 3rd down, Jackson. This is intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Ravens 52, Steelers 21. Chris Boswell to kick.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the...
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. T.J. Watt in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now it's Jackson. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Devin Bush. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Taken in at the 11. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Ravens, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.